Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this best of 7 show match between two of Europe's greatest. We have, of course, the Vice World Champion here, Foggy, as a Night Elf, and going to WGL quite some time before, but never really making a big splash, is HawK. He had some big success in the past, though, at Chinese tournaments, WEC. That is 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago. But he's always there. He's always like showing a good performance, but not really making the cut, unfortunately. We'll see if this happens to him here as well, that he's making good impression but can't take the win. That's kind of the story of HawK. Like, he impressed us so much in his games against Lawliot especially. So, will he pick up on that? We certainly hope so. And we go in-game right away. I got that? Alright. In the bottom left, in the red, we have Foggy, who only lost to Moon at WGL. Playing a very, very good tournament, but once again, not getting the big gold after 2 third places and another silver medal. Maybe next time it's his spot, and maybe HawK can improve with the mTw support as well. He's been picked up by the German clan, alongside Cash, Lucifer, and Check. And what will he do? He's starting with an Archmage. And Footies. So, Militia creep against the Tuskars. That's fairly common, I guess, even though it's not the easiest. It's not the easiest, but it's certainly doable. The Keeper will do the same spot. Foggy almost losing the Engine of War here, but in the end, it's fine. Scroll of the Beast being used. Oh, that is really close with the Engine of War. Living on the edge, I guess. Archmage gets his level 2 here as well. Tanking a little bit. And he got the Potion of Greater Mana. That is certainly the best item in the early game. Because, like, it's 2.5 Water Elementals, right? So that would be very, very nice for him. Farm might be a little late. And the question is, will HawK expand? And if yes, when? Foggy is super mega greedy in his early games recently. Same goes for Moon. But is that still the right thing to do with patch 1.304? I think the Night Elves have to learn that their Huntress are not as strong as they were anymore. You don't have that much vision on the map thanks to the Sentinel upgrade. The Glaive Throwers are not that strong. The Treants and the Entangle also in a worse state than they were on 1.30.1. So can they expand on every map? Can they expand right away? Foggy apparently thinks no this time, as he's tacking HawK though. Lures out the creeps, so the Rock Golem won't throw. Ooh, that was a nice detonate by Foggy. Woo, getting rid of one Water Elemental and the other one is severely hurt. Militia creep now, and Foggy knows about this. He knows exactly what's up, but he's on the other side of the map. Can't really do too much against it, and Ring of Protection masked by Slips as well. So lots of armor on this Archmage, but that's not really what you want to have. This spot, thanks to the trick of pulling out the Golem, is very easy nowadays and doable, and HawK thinks it's time for the fast expansion. Shop and tower first though. Scroll of the Beast used by Foggy to creep the spot with archers and treants, but still no tech. So the Keeper is on level 3.5, got a great inventory with Pendant, Mantle, and Lightning Shield. But HawK is on level 3 as well, still holding on to the Greater Mana. But his expansion is certainly late, and his tech is super late. Foggy is moving over now. How prepared is he? Scroll of Regeneration only now. Water Elemental summoned, and that's the only one for now until he uses the Potion of Greater Mana. Foggy trying to cancel some of those Regen Scrolls, but the Treants are taken out already, helping him on his way to level 4. Same goes for the little Murlocs here. And what can the Keeper really do? Maybe getting a Footman. HawK's job now is to pressure the Keeper and at the same time deny the experience for the Keeper, so he can't go up to level 4 to get 3 Treants at the same time. But the Scout Tower is up. I mean, oh, that Lightning Shield though. That's a good move by Foggy, but how much damage will it do now that the Arcane Tower is up? Not too much, so the single pass and kill. The Alchemist is coming in, and that's a sweet acid bomb hitting everything. First pass and down, the rest is suffering from this first acid bomb, but there's more to come in the next lightning shield. Oh boy, this AoE hurts the footmen. They can't do anything against this Alchemist now, who's very squishy, of course, thanks to this one armor only. But HawK playing this careful and playing this... Oh, he used the... No, he's still holding on to the big mana. Very careful, very patient. And now the Expo is up. Is also almost denying this a little too early, but the little bird coming out of this keeper gets the last hit. But what about the rest? Archmage Illusion scout the expansion. He knows what's up, but he also knows that it's late. Another footman denied. So it's not the craziest keeper we've ever seen. Yes, he's close to 4, but he is not 4. Entrance of Lore coming, also a little late due to the expansion. Alchemist level 1.5. HawK took heavy losses. Has to get to tier 2 now, has to get the rifles out, and has to get more footmen as he lost quite a few. And this acid bomb and tangle combo. How many times have we seen this, and how many times did it kill stuff? Foggy now a little bit on the receiving end as HawK used the big mana potion, going in with triple water elemental. One is about to expire. The Expo is already up. Detonate! Oh, no split against this. Big damage on the summons. And also against the Archmage. I think he's forced into a TP soon. He's trying to cancel the gold mine to buy 1 more minute. And the water elementals are not expiring for now. There's no wisps. He sends them back to not give the experience up. So he does cancel the entangled gold mine, buying himself a minute. Can he leave without using the town portal? Yes, no acid bomb on him, no entangle. Mana is dry on the Night Elf. So HawK survives the early. Oh, nice save for now, but no deadly little birdie. So, Expo's up, 30 supply, tier 2, what's the... Okay, lumber mill, blacksmith. Blacksmith might be... No, it's in time. Just the tech is very, very late. HawK is struggling to survive on tier 1, of course, but no dryads yet. They're coming only now, and no tier 3 by Foggy, as he has yet to establish his Expo. It's a nice back and forth between them. Who's aggressive and who's defending? First it was Foggy against this expansion, then it was HawK canceling the entangled gold mine, and now it's Foggy again with this level 4 Keeper of the Grove, trying to get rid of this healing. But there is one water elemental. Here comes the cancel, but the clarity has run through. How much damage will the Alchemist do? Second Arcane Tower. Doesn't do too much against this army, but burns quite a bit of mana, so no acid bomb. And we have defend back. For the first time in a while, I guess. As it was buffed again, compared to 1.30.1. Oh, but more losses on HawK's side. He does have quite a bit of lumber that he absolutely needs for the tier 2 buildings, especially the Sanctum. No tower in the base. He went for 2 arcanes at the Expo, and Foggy cancels this one. That was big, so the Treants still reign supreme and can get 2 more kills here. Lots of corpses in the main. And level 4.25. But I think HawK is stabilizing here. Caught up with the tech, waiting for the Mountain King, who's coming in now. No tier 2 buildings yet, though. Needs to hold on longer. But since Foggy is not going for the tech, all he has to do is hold on. Damage intensifies with the addition of the Rifleman. Of course, it's a lot of footmen lost, but it's not overwhelming heroes for HawK. Tier 3, okay, now, I didn't see it because I was busy with all the action happening. So that is problematic for HawK now. He has no casters. He has no Sanctum. Going for it now, double Sanctum. And not too much lumber anymore, so now the peasant kills really hurt. But I think if this happens to a few other human players, they're dead by now. Because Foggy has a great keeper, as you can see. 600 mana already. No buildings were cancelled, just delayed. Ooh, good inventory on the Alchemist as well, who's closing in on 3. And this is what we usually see in the mid game. The Night Elf creeping all the spots, and HawK can't do anything against it. He has to stay out of Foggy's range to not lose any more units and finally get up to like 60 supply, 70 supply. He is at 50 now. Needs more lumber though. Dispel upgrade queued against the Treants. The Expo is quite safe with the double Sanctum and the shop. The main... Okay, he's upgrading there now with 1 guard tower and the Arcane. Improved lumber harvesting as well. So HawK is breaking upkeep and is going for the red spot. Is Foggy giving too much time here? This MK is quite tanky and unlucky as well. Cloak of Flames can be nice. Oh my god. Pendant, Mantle, Sobi Mask, are you kidding me? Dream drops. Now we have 2 towers. We have no masonry though. Town portal in by HawK with the few riflemen. He might be able to get some dryads. But no. As Foggy stays out of range for now. I really like HawK's positioning of the Sanctums. They're not easily killable. You can't intercept the reinforcements too quickly. So I like that. Heal spray and acid bomb for Foggy. The heal spray, we just saw it. Mountain King is not 3. Archmage is 4.5 though. But we also have close to 5 and 3 Night Elf heroes. HawK was not in a position to push this expansion. We are tier 3 now. Whoa! He's skipping bears. He's skipping the entire melee range of Night Elves. And it's going Chimeras. Oh, that's going to be a surprise for HawK. He's not seeing this coming. Oh, boy. Arcane Tower down. Second Town Portal gone. Foggy stays in here this time. 1 Dryad insta-dead. Second one staffed out. So not too many losses for HawK, who's going tier 3, but he's not scouting this. And 2 Chimeras are already on the way. Now going bears. A little late, of course. But Roar and Chimeras. Ouch! This is going to hurt. And HawK is going mortar teams against it. What are these mortar teams doing against Chimeras? Can you take them out with the amount of riflemen and watermans you have? There's still a bunch of dryads for the Dispel. 2? It's not that many, actually. Second red spot. Warsong battle drums. That's great. +2 on all the rifles. And level 3. But no TP this time. Good time to attack for Foggy. He's gathering his troops. It's only piercing damage. Mortar team is out. Maybe he can hide as he's getting rid of the Treants fairly easy. Sorks are in for the slow. Keeper's causing some trouble again. The Sorks need to hide. HawK seems to be a little overwhelmed with his 2-time attack. Yep, sends in the mortar team into the Alchemist blades. And finally the human is arriving. Really cool play by Foggy. Klep gets 1 kill. Staffing in. Ooh, he's super hurt! Stormbolt a little too late, but ballsy move by our boxing champion. But now what? Now this. He hit the Chimeras for a long time. And now he has 2 and 1. Without Corrosive Breath. But also without a big counter to it. Paladin doesn't hurt them. Mortar teams won't hurt them. And Foggy's just non-stop aggressive. Level 5 keeper right around the corner. I will go through the subs and donations once this game is over. Sorry for not responding immediately. But I keep an eye on that for sure. So, Chimeras now have +23 damage thanks to Roar. How many riflemen? 3, 5. 5, that's it. Okay, he was waiting for corrosive breath, and here we go. Town Hall is just melting against this. Oh, he's going for the Paladin. And oh my god, what a disaster. Level 5. And the Expo is down. Going into gyros now, but you need more gyros than this, my friend. Splash damage from the Chimeras. One is down already. Moves into the Rifleman again. Level 4 and on the Mountain King and on the Alchemist. Foggy's at 57 supply. HawK at 54. But only 2 rifles remaining. Only 1 Chimera remaining as well. And another Water Elemental, and he has to staff that Chim out. HawK is holding on against this. Like, what the fuck? He was fighting 4 Chimeras. Of course he lost the Expo. But he did a ton of damage. 2 Chimeras out. Staffed out, but 2 killed. How the hell did he survive this? Foggy was moving the Chimeras into rifle range. Oh, he's revealed. Stormbolt, staff out. Little luck. Oh, the Mountain King was not participating in this attack. Maybe could have gotten... I was low on mana, so no additional Stormbolt. Flag cannons. Against... or for the flying machines. But will Foggy only go into melee? No. He's continuing to buy Chimeras. Has still 400 gold. Everything is healed up again. 5.5 Keeper. Close to Tranquility. I think HawK shouldn't do too many gyros. Because they could be useless later on. But yeah, it's 1 base versus 2 base. Oh no, 2 base again. More Sorceress and the upgrade. Triple hero. I'm not sure if he gets frag shards. I think so. Does he have 1 mortar team remaining? No, right? Heroes, casters, gyros. And now it's time to attack the main. With the 2 remaining Chimeras and 2 bears. 20 supply difference. Can the heroes change something? This altar falls in seconds. Foggy a little sloppy as it seems. Not using the treants right away. But okay. What's the anti-air of Foggy? There's not much. So these Chimeras should be dead very soon. Stormbolt out. Oh, 2 new Chimeras coming in. Takes out the Water Elementals with Dispel. That's nice. The Bears reign supreme on the ground, of course. Heal Spray. Not hitting these Chimeras. And yet another one is falling. Stormbolt on the 4th one. Staffed out, but out of the fight that thing is. Paladin can't save himself. Or can he? Oh, Invis. Nicely done by HawK. And Foggy is down to 60. We're close to equal supply again. But these gyros are now used. And that's exactly what I meant. Paladin is about to die. But so is the Alchemist. Oh, Paladin dies now to the damage. Consumes the Health Stone. What's left on the ground for HawK? Not much, man. The Mountain King has no mana anymore. Gets entangled. He needs to be in Brilliance Aura range. Level 6 on both sides could decide the game. But for HawK, he's struggling so hard. 800 gold! Oh, Clap to save himself for now. But the lack of consumables now. The lack of priests as well. Diving deep into his base. Alchemist close to 5. Entangle on the Archmage. Tower support. No militia support anymore. But I think Foggy can't seal the deal. Or can he? Maybe a little too much investment on these flying machines. Knights are coming now. Very fast. Good damage. But how to heal? There are a few priests now. 1 more Water Elemental. Knight is getting killed instantly. Thanks to the Entangle. Was that level 6? No, not yet. Nice Legion Doomhorn, by the way, for Foggy. And he's now intercepting the casters. Cool move. Important move. To not let the armies connect. Going back to mortar teams. No Chimeras for Foggy. 70 supplies. So much stuff left in the base. He seemingly doesn't need. 2,800 gold remaining for Foggy. Next expansion for him in the upper left. Level 6 and level 5. We have Tranquility now. Stormbolt. There is no mana for Tranquility at the moment. Clap. There's also no TP on him, but the staff on the Alchemist. Nice to invest into that double staff, but he can't save all of the Dryads. One falls, and we're getting closer to mass teleport. Oh my god, what a game to start this series. But will HawK scout this? It's a very unusual position in the upper left for the Night Elf. So what an inventory. This is so good. Sobby, Pendant, Legion Doomhorn, and now Tranquility to heal everything. Alchemist level 6 could also be very good, but so is the Mountain King level 5. HawK is still on 2 gold mines. Only 900 remaining, and he sees it! And he cancels it! HawK is not giving this game up. It looked bad after the early harass after losing so many footmen. It looked bad after the Chimera attack that cost him the expansion. And it's looking bad now, but he actually has the supply lead. Foggy has 1,000 gold. That Chimera with Roar is stunned. Clap on the heroes. No, staff out. He's losing that Chimera. So close to 6, but the Paladin dies again, man. No value in this third hero. Oh, he needs something to get the Mountain King out, but he doesn't. Can he fight out? Doesn't seem like it. Mountain King falls. Foggy with the hero focus. So effective. Paladin down. Mountain King down. He finally gets level 6 for the mass teleport. Uses it immediately, but damage is done. 20 supply lost. Miss Rally on the sorceresses. And we are so close to level 6 on the Alk. What can HawK do at this point? Mass production again. Mass teleport, yes, but... Ooh, he got both heroes queued. That takes forever to get this MK back. And keeps him on level 5. 4. More Chimeras for Foggy. And Engines of Wind. He wants to get rid of these gyrocopters. Still 2 bears in the main. Does not want to send them out alone. Main gold mine dry. Foggy invests 1,000 gold into his production. Only 1,500 remaining here. Main gold mine for HawK, 1,200, 1,100 here. We are almost out mining Northern Isles. Mortar team again sniped. Bad position there. Tranquility and Roar. And one more kill is level 6 for the Alchemist. And especially in those late game scenarios when the mines are empty. Transmute is one of the best ultimates in the game. And guess what? Entangle gets the Paladin again. The lack of a staff. Level 6. When will we see it? Oh, there's no mana. Otherwise, it would be Tranquility right away. But HawK finally has to tap out. Foggy had to work so hard for this win. But he gets it in the end. Oh boy. Not a perfect game by far. Especially Foggy seemed a little sloppy and overwhelmed at times. But just relentless attacks. Never giving HawK the time to go up to 70 supply. Always keeping him busy. Like, when he wanted to go into this death ball of caster mortars, he was surprising him with Chimeras, with the big tech advantage he had. That was a really cool move. So Foggy had to transition into gyrocopters. That kept his damage low on the ground. And then the bears were ready, dealing even more damage. Like, really, really cool. Little StarCraft-esque, I feel. Thank you very much. Haha Tricked for the 20-month resub. Neo, if you play some chess, you will improve your Warcraft 3 skill and caster quality a lot. Okay, we'll try. Reborn Dodo. Nice, Nick. Thank you very much for the sub. Same goes for Mazreal. And Grumpy Gnome has donated 200 bits. Thanks for streaming, Neo. I wish I could watch it more often, but time conflicts. Good to see ya on. Thank you very much for tuning in. Of course, you can always watch our YouTube once you have the time. And very good, I think, to see Foggy going away from this very early always expand trip. That him and Moon were playing for such a long time. A little more conservatively. A little more careful. And so much impact. So 1-0 for the Ukrainian, who should be the favorite in this game, or considered the favorite, with his great results during WGL and WGL qualifiers. HawK threatened him, though, in those qualifiers. And, of course, they know each other inside out. That's no secret. HawK was helping Foggy a lot. Same goes for Cash during the WGL tournaments. When they were eliminated already, they all were teaming up to support Foggy in his preparation. So we go into Terraner's Stand, and Terraner's Stand is kind of a specialty in nowadays map pool because we kind of see the Warden back. Ah, it's the Keeper again. I was hoping for a Warden so much, but no. Not here. Maybe because HawK will expect it. He's going Mountain King. So that would have been a great counter to the Warden, but I think that goes for the Keeper as well. It's kind of a damage and disable battle between the two. Stormbolt for the damage and the stun, and Tangle for the lockdown and the damage over time. So a Demon Hunter would have been the perfect counter. Warden would have probably been beaten by the Mountain King, but Keeper should be fine. But with that reduced entangle range that we have on this patch, the Mountain King should be better against the Keeper than he was before. Did you crack a beer on energy? Energy it is, boys. I'm awake for quite some time and I need that energy. Mountain King with Clap first to increase the speed of the creeping. No lightning shield for the human because he doesn't want to hurt his own militia. Kind of a specialty for human creeping here on this map. Scroll the Beast would have been better with Water Elementals. Can be nice later, of course. Foggy, I was praising him quite a bit for not going instant expo, but this certainly looks like an instant expo. As he's creeping the natural. With that, he doesn't have access to mercenaries. He won't get the big consumable. Only getting the parry up, which is quite nice against the Mountain King, I guess. But this is most likely not scouted immediately and not harassed immediately. Huntress Hall. So it's completely different from what we've seen in game number 1. Huntress Expo. Last time it was Archer's Tech. Lightning Shield creep now. This will get him close to level 3. And HawK is going for the shot. Okay. Not moving into the middle. Not expanding himself. Foggy is not denying anything. Wand of Mana stealing. Nice against the Mountain King, I feel. He scouted the Expo now with... What the hell? 4 footmen. And a Shadow Priest. He did expect this so much. Staffing in now with boots and staff. This is usually a Foggy move.
The player's forces are under attack.
And he is level 3. Rushing level 3 with this creep route. And Foggy had to cancel this expo already. Not much to gain anymore. I mean, if he kills an Engine of War, that's huge. Second one is only coming in now. Wand of Mana stealing number 1, but there's 2 Stormbolts. Here's number 1. Can he surround him? There's no staff just yet. Oh no, there's another Stormbolt coming in a bit. He has the mana now, but I guess the... Oh, nice detonate by Foggy to prevent this additional Stormbolt. Now he's burning the mana on the Shadow Priest, and he has the better Treants now in combination with Entangle. Entangle can of course be dispelled. And Mass Huntress are starting now, but can you support Mass Huntress without an expansion? I'm not so sure. That's the key thing to keep the expansion down. And prevent the Keeper from level 3, but on Terran Stand it's not possible. HawK this time. No expansion tech. Into early Rifleman. I think it's a pretty good early for HawK this far. Only one loss. Mountain King is level 3. Of course, big investment into boots and staff. But that paid off by canceling the expansion.
A player's forces are under attack.
So tech comes in only now. We compare this. Half attack ahead, a little less. But double engine of war is up. Expo is coming up. On the other side, is it HawK's plan to expand on tier 2 just as Infi did a couple of times throughout the WGL qualifier? Ring of Region. Of course he wants mana items. Big investment into Mercenary as well. Foggy does the same with the Berserkers. Of course Berserker's not that great. But it's okay. It's not medium armor here, it's heavy on the Shadow Priest and the Footman. So having more damage and not blocking your production buildings is always nice. But pretty much a PvE game here. Except HawK's aggression in the early game, Foggy is not moving out too far on the map. Sobby Mask again. Oh my lord. Tier 2, Sanctums, Archmage second. Kind of a classic build.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Foggy's getting so much of this out of this map. 30 seconds, 40 seconds until the expo's done. And HawK shows no sign of a counter expansion. Yet. Mountain King is not level 4. But HawK's Riflemen are earlier. HawK's casters are a lot earlier. Remember game number 1 when Foggy just hit the perfect time at the start of tier 2 to go into HawK's base and prevent those Sanctums from coming up. Skirt Bone Chimes. Nah. If he goes tier 3 at night, it's okay, but apart from that, not really worth it. Book of the Dead found and immediately used for creeping. Foggy is getting the entire left-hand side of the map. So many Treants used. So easy level 5 for Foggy. Going Alchemist now. Expo is kind of defended. It's only 2 Riflemen. No additional damage. So this should be an easy defense for Foggy. But if you can get rid of, like, Lores are coming. Okay, I thought he's reliant on the Huntress here. Nice clap. It's Water Elemental, no Blizzard. So he needs some more claps. 1 heal scroll. We haven't seen a single heal scroll in the game prior, right? Or maybe 1. Oh, the heal spray on level 1. I didn't expect this. I think HawK didn't expect this either. Looks like too many Treants here, as the priests are kind of low already. 1 falls. But Foggy only 39 supply and an interesting mass of Footmen still surviving this. Like, where did Foggy's damage go? It's only 2 Hunters remaining. Riflemen and Berserkers, MVPs here. No Adept upgrade on the Sorks. Shop is coming up. He's just towering this Expo. And Foggy's Keeper... Yeah, he has 200 mana remaining. It's 2 sets of Treants, but afterwards? We'll have to check if there's a Adept upgrade coming or not. Fast build on towers. Lots of healing now. All this clap. Foggy's army is basically only Treants and Mercs. Mana potion would be so nice. Can he afford that? Archmage got an entire level throughout this fight. Keeper barely anything. And yeah. Treants expire. HawK is losing a bit. But it's okay. We do have a mana potion now. That should come out as a surprise. He's using it against the Treants once more. The Subi Mask on the Keeper is paying off so hard. Not too much healing on this MK. Gotta be careful. But these Treants are feeding this Mountain King up to level 5. The towers are gone. That was a nice sacrifice by Foggy to prevent them from coming up. I have to check now. Is Adept Training coming? It's almost done. And what will he do then? Like, does he have enough mana? No, all the Wisp detonates were so good. He has one more clap in a bit, but the Mountain King is stuck. This is HawK losing almost his entire army. Treants overwhelming. If he wins this game, only due to Treants, yes, and HawK taps out. Whoa, that was a little too much. The Subi Mask. The Subi Mask was so ridiculous. And of course, like Subi Mask and Moonwells. Ouch. So expansion play didn't work. Tower rush didn't work. Did he? I think he gave Foggy too much time. He could creep for like 10 minutes straight. And had level 5 before the first fight. Like Subi Mask and the buffed Moonwells. I think we don't talk about Moonwells too much. Like, the buff of the Moonwells was, in my opinion, absolutely unnecessary. And yeah, infinite mana regen there. I don't know if HawK's game plan was the right one, especially on Terranas where you can creep so much. I mean, I think he wanted to delay the expansion once or twice and then rush him. That worked out nicely in the early. With the 3 Treant, 1 mercenary attack. That was a good plan. But then not fast enough afterwards. And on Terranas, where it's quite easy to expand, is that the map to tower push? I mean, of course you want to throw a curveball, especially in long series. It's such a best of 7. And especially since they know each other so well. Doing something weird can lead to success. So I'm not blaming HawK here too much. If the towers go up, I think he can win this. But didn't work, man. Didn't work. Thank you very much, Incinerator, for the 15-month resub. Great games and great cast as always. Thanks for 15 months. Thanks for being back to the scene and thanks for following us still. John DeFool 42 with a 4-month resub and LeCrestfallen with yet 100 bits more. Bloodmage 2nd might have been the better call for Siphon and giving the MK mana for clapping his hands. That's not the worst idea, actually. But of course, if you want to tower push, then summons are kind of also the way to go. Against Wisps, though, I don't know. Game number 3. I feel like HawK has to win this now. Otherwise, it's 4 match points in a row for Foggy. I didn't expect this to be a 2-0, actually. I thought, well, Foggy had a very, very hard time on Northern Isles. Not so much on Terranas. We go back to an Archmage and the 3rd Keeper in a row. No Demon Hunter, no Warden. And no Mountain King. Clap is, of course, very, very nice. But yeah, Blood Mage. What do you think about the Blood Mage idea, guys? In this match. Oh, in the last match.
player's forces are under attack.
I think it's a nice idea.
Town is under siege.
But without Brilliance Aura, then I don't know, it's also hard. So, Gloss of Haste, not the best one. HawK is going for the Merc camp. Ah, he's pulling out the creeps. Foggy sees this. Ooh. Isn't that a little too hard? It's certainly a surprise, but with that scout, Foggy knows it, and Foggy is almost there. Water Elemental is gone. Rock Golem is gone as well. Rune Braces. Not too bad against Entangle. Level 2, that was important. No Entangle yet, it's only Treants and Merc access for HawK. And of course additional experience. How many footmen can he save? He can't allow Foggy to get too many footmen again to level up. So far, good saves, but that's over. Keeper's level 2 now. Hello, Entangle! No Dispel anymore on this Priest. Ouch, that's a big loss for HawK. He's trying to heal against it, but doesn't work. But okay. Archmage is level 2.6. Those were quite a few kills. And a bunch of peasants. Indicating an expansion, right? This goes against everything that HawK played in the past few months. He was so aggressive with a level 1 Archmage even, to just pressure the Keeper. Now he's prioritizing his own Archmage hard. This creep spot was very unique, and he's expanding now. Like, this is a level 3.5 Archmage. Right away.
A player's forces are under attack.
Foggy is taking the same camp now for level 3. Also with Mercs, he is teching. And no Huntress this game. And again he's going for tower first. No fast build to save some resources for the expansion, but this will be a very late level 2. But he's going defend. I think defend is a nice transition. If you're going up against Mercs and Archers, of course, as it only deflects piercing damage and not normal damage. Huntress Hall again too late. Like these Night Elves, I don't know why they dislike the Huntress Hall so much. HawK with good scouting. One at the expo, one in the main. Sees exactly how far the tech is. Sees that the expo should be coming up. But alright, mass build now. Arcane Tower on the way. But the lack of tech makes up for it with a high level Archmage. So this is more Water Elementals. Good damage as well. And no Alchemist yet. So with this creep route, I'm not sure if Foggy can dominate the middle as much as we're used to seeing from Night Elves. And HawK kind of knows. I like this positioning actually. Alchemist is not out. There we go. And this time it's Acid Bomb, but not hitting too much. He just wants to get rid of the Priest, to get rid of the Dispel. And then Entangle, which is working tremendously for Foggy. Footmen are all still alive, but hurt. Oh, this Acid Bomb. It's the Footman killer par excellence. And the Keeper is again close to 4. And the tech only starts now. Foggy is an entire level ahead. Tier ahead. But the expo is late. Has to go for the fast shop. Good distraction by Foggy again. Archmage is super low on mana thanks to this Water Elemental. Has to defend this. while the Keeper and the Alchemist, or in this case the Alchemist alone, can creep this with ease. Keeper with a signature item by Foggy, the Tally Staff. HawK's problem later will be how to creep the second hero.
A player's forces are under
Keeper is
attack.
going into the main, where again no tower. That hurt him so much in game 1 on Northern Isles. And it's hurting him again. He can't afford 3 town portals at the moment. First one down. Oh, he's calling to arms, so no repair. Easy cancel on the tower. And HawK is just going for the counter aggression. Foggy is using a bunch of mana to kill as much as possible. And is the expo running? No. HawK doesn't see the expo yet. And in the meantime, it's a slaughter in his base. Dryads are already on the way to counter the water elementals. And the rest of the army is here to defend. I like that. Defend, okay, staffing back. Treants, not there, but lots of corpses in the main. An acid bomb, plus all this piercing. Here come the wisps. Oh, what a nice connection. At least for 2 of them. But HawK is again losing too much. Level 4 Keeper now. Level 2 Entangle. No Dispel on HawK's side. If you give Foggy the little finger by opening up this base so much, he's punishing you. Archmage level 4.5. But no Stormbolt, no Disable. Next Acid Bomb. Hurts. Oh, Heal Spray right in time. No, out damages him. This has a nice impact here, of course, to counter Foggy's Alchemist with the Acid Bomb. At least for now, but he used almost his entire mana already. Water Elementals don't do too much against 3 Dryads, giving him level 3 already, just feeding experience without doing any damage. Uh-oh, nice block by Foggy. He's doing so much correct and kills the Alchemist here. Ouch, no healing anymore. HawK is at 40 supply with tier 1 stuff.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blacksmith only now. Oh boy, that's a disaster. Rifleman this late into the game. We're close to 10 minutes. And there were a lot of resources. Don't tell me he didn't have the resources. And now Foggy is dominating the mid. He didn't lose his expansion. It's up now. Keeper level 4.5. Thank you very much, Anas Bonner, for the 2 euros. Another small contribution. Could you distract Foggy in chat so HawK has a small chance? Thank you very much for the contribution. Every single small contribution helps. Alchemist is low, but glad that he found the big healing. Uses that immediately. Acid Bomb and Entangle. The Poison Ivy kills the Alchemist for the 2nd time. HawK with a Shredder now, but he's down to 50% already. Just holding on as good as he can, but the defense helps, but the Entangle certainly, the Acid Bomb certainly doesn't. Another kill. Another kill.
Player's forces are under attack.
Finally some rifles. But he has the Expo and only 1 Sanctum up. It's only 2 production buildings, isn't it? Yes, it is. Foggy is closing in on 5. Alchemist is level 4 already. Tier 3 on the way. First bears are coming. We don't see mountain giants anymore in this matchup, as it seems. Book of the Dead. And no AoE Dispel. Attack upgrade now. Tier 3 now. But how does he want to defend?
A player's forces
There's no crack in the shield of Foggy today. It's a 3-level difference on the Alchemist. And it's not like he's close to level 2 and he just hit level 4. It's a solid 3-level difference.
A player's forces are under attack.
Desperation now. Tier 3 tech. Hoping to have the time. Red spot creep. Hoping to have the time. But guess what? Foggy knows exactly what's up. Can he kill the ogre before? Oh, Warsong battle drums again. Great item for the second time. Right next to the shop. That was worth it. Level 2 and level 5. But here's Roar. He is almost level 5 keeper. And it's no Mountain King this time. It's not like hero focus is a big thing. This spell gives him level 5 now. And that's 4 Treants. Oh, this acid bomb is a thing of beauty. Sniping the priest nicely with the dryads. Dealing damage in the front with the bears. That's how it's supposed to be. Field spray on both sides. Nice staffs. Like, we haven't seen too many staffs of Night Elves in recent times. But Foggy is not saving the money for that today. Entangle on the mortar team. Treants and bear kill it. And the Shredder falls as well. Ouch. Loss after loss after loss after loss. Level 5.5. In the beginning of the fight, both heroes just hit level 5. Compare. GG. No chance for HawK again. No chance for HawK again. 3-0 for Foggy. And again, he tried a different strategy. And again, it didn't work. 3 match points for the Vice World Champion. HawK's builds are not paying off. He doesn't surprise Foggy. Like, he's trying. He's trying quite hard. With different builds on every game. With unusual builds and unusual creep routes. But no. Like, not working out. What special strat does he have on AZ? Because that's our next map. Usually a very good Night Elf map. Tomorrow, by the way, we have another show match of Sight versus Death Note. That's gonna be cool. Sight, Mr. Dreadlord. For the, I think, very first time on this stream. And on Thursday, we have another show match with Lawliot versus Happy. That's gonna be bonkers. Sorry for the little lags. My internet was acting up a bit, or is acting up a bit. It's stabilizing. It should be. More than 1,000 viewers here. Love to see that. As we're going into maybe the last map of the day. HawK in the upper right, Foggy in the bottom left. Yeah, please tell the people in chat to just refresh. There was a little spike provided by my ISP. So, yeah, Happy versus Lawlight is on Thursday. At the weekends, we have the Shao White Cup Saturday and Sunday, and on Sunday, the first playday of the W3IL. So packed week again here at Back to Warcraft. Normal build by Foggy, as it is standard on Amazonia for such a long time. Or is it the Lawlight Amazonia Warden? Just for the lulz? Nope. Straight up Keeper 4 times in a row. Even though we've seen more Demon Hunters and more Wardens recently, not for Foggy, as he's up against an Archmage. So for HawK, not the easiest map to expand on, but doable. It would be a surprise for sure. And the surprise is also the $10 donation by Anafiel. Thank you for your great casting and the YouTube content. Thank you very much. That was a really nice surprise. And yeah. So here's the lightning shield. Usually Foggy does it flawlessly, but sometimes he fucks this up, so let's pay attention to this creep. Okay, this time he moves the archer pretty early.
Players' forces are under attack.
But gets the full experience. Oh, HawK is doing some damage to the Engine of War. There's no repair! Oh no! What a disaster for Foggy! Losing the Engine of War early. I gotta admit, I saw that a little late because I was focusing on the experience bar. At least he got level 2 and Entangle and such, but no reinforcements now. That's the best early HawK could have gotten. As the dust settles, we have yet another donation. The one and only Sunny with €5. What a nice project. Boy, oh boy. Yanis, I am... I found you thanks to Rocket Beans TV. Fantastic what kind of format you created such a long time ago and continue to do. Professional and entertaining. Keep it up, Neo and Remo. Thank you very much, Sonny. And Tobias for the 100 bits as well. Great support. So, that makes me very happy. So, with the Engine of War kill, there's not too much potential for Foggy to pressure this. So HawK decides to go for this Expo again. It didn't work twice, not on Last Refuge, not on Northern Isles. Foggy is teching, can't counter expand, can't go into Huntress. Keeper is coming in, close to level 3, but not getting the last hit. And that was super important. HawK has to deny this footman. He just has to. And he does. Keeping the Keeper away from level 3. Okay, he's creeping here. But was a little bit delayed then. So, expansion now. Very short on resources. Can he continue to power build? It's close. But it seems to be working. Keep him most likely with the staff. There we go. Mercenaries for Foggy. As he can't build archers, he piled up quite a few resources. Creeps gone. Mercenary camp open. Mercs for Foggy.
A player's force
Expo is up.
attack.
Arcane Tower as well. More Mercs for Foggy. Whoo, that's big.
A town is under siege.
That's a lot of damage coming in. Kind of a signature Twisted Meadows play. Pretty big risk for Foggy to do that, and big investment, but it's kind of what you have to do against this, right? Mass repair. HawK in the meantime, hunting down the wisps in the main. One wisp already down. Second one very hurt. He's staying in there. The Arcane Tower holds. No revenue from this expansion at the moment. It only costs. But he's driving Foggy back a little. With his militia, it's again kind of a genocide against the human's economy. But for how long? The Keeper is out of mana now. On the cost of a lot of units. But only workers. HawK's problem is the tier 2 tech, which he doesn't have. but he prevents the tier 2 buildings from coming up and now sniping the entangled gold mine. That would mean that Foggy has no income anymore. Mass repair, of course. That was the last water elemental for quite a bit. The tower is gone now. Floodgates open to kill even more peasants. Foggy's... How long did he stay in there? Jesus Christ. Not giving up his entangled gold mine, but...
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, there's still a whole tech advantage. These mercs saving the game. Thank you, Schumacher, for the Prime sub. And the Alchemist again. There seems like no solution to this Alchemist. Acid Bomb still wrecks the footman. Or workers, if you give him the time. No Arcane Tower. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Staff as well. Acid Bomb, Entangle, Treants, right clicks. All hell breaks loose in HawK's expansion. Forces more repair, more resources, more damage on the workers, more delay on the tech. Despite the Ancient of War, kill in the early, Foggy has this under control. Thanks to the mercs. And the Alchemist. Poison Ivy on this Archmage. Forcing the greater healing soon, I guess. Kind of diving for him. Even a Shredder coming in now. For more damage. One Water Elemental expires soon. Yeah, at the moment the Shredder only tanking damage. Foggy had 500 gold. Oh. Alchemist dies? To the creeps, I guess? Sorry, I didn't see that. But yeah. Oh, Foggy forgot the Huntress Hall. Okay, that's why the lores aren't up. Keeper gets level 4. Desperate attempt to get the sharp back up, but still no tech. It's still tier 1, no double racks, no blacksmith. And the piercing damage is so sick against the upcoming towers. HawK is once again not willing to give this up. But Foggy's game is only getting better from here. Alchemist is back. Was only level 1, didn't take much time. And now lores are coming. Night Elves are back to double lores all the time. Only saw one Huntress play. HawK's just losing so much stuff. If Foggy doesn't get the mercenaries, and if HawK does not allow him to get the mercenaries, this game goes into an entire different direction. He got both of the mercs. Mass Militia again, but the duration, you know it, has been nerfed. Get one archer kill at least. At least the towers are up now, so the treants don't do too much anymore. And finally the tech. Oh, that took forever. Nature's Blessing. But the strongest thing that HawK has are the water elementals. And guess what? Dryads are coming. This spell is coming. And there's no early counter to the Dryads again. I feel like the rifle timing is always a little off. Thank you, Buddha. 13337 for the 213 sub. Read more for the win. I couldn't say it better. Since I started casting Warcraft, Read More and the Read More community was so nice to me. And still is. HawK will get to level 4. Has a fortified expo now. But the main base is wide open. Let's go the beast again. Doesn't really need it. No tier 3 tech by Foggy. So for now, no bears. That means rifles can still do quite a bit.
A player's forces are under attack.
HawK must feel claustrophobic. He didn't venture out too far on the map. I mean, of course, into Foggy's base, but that's quite some time ago. But yet another push is coming. And this time, okay, there is fortification. There is a tower that makes it easier to defend. Tier 3 on the way. And the Mountain King. This, of course, takes even more time. The Dryads, the spells. So good. And Foggy hit such a good timing again. Just a matter of... Oh, wait, isn't he killing these buildings? Another weapon ago. Doesn't have mana anymore. And the Mountain King is out. Easy early kill. There was no TP on the Keeper, but also nothing to surround. At least HawK is keeping his production buildings up, and the Expo is still up. Foggy's counter expansion as well. And tier 3 is 70% done. Mountain Giants this time. Okay, haven't seen them in a bit. At least not in this series, not once. And a ring for the Alchemist. So nice. So he's fortifying this Expo more. He's going mortars and casters as he should. Upgrades and rifles. As much damage as you can get. But no tier 3. And Foggy is at 600 gold. First Mountain Giant out. Upgrades will be coming. Oh, what a snipe. Trying to prevent this. Nope. There must be a Stormbolt or something. There we go. But no follow-up damage. Not enough at least. There's a staff ready. Foggy has all the solutions. $500 gold still for HawK. He's trying to jump onto the 70 supply level and then push, I guess. But double heal scroll now. First MG is out. Hardened skin coming. Resistant skin coming. So slow isn't doing too much. Nothing does really damage to them. As long as we don't have frag shards. But if HawK can gather the 70 supply before Foggy is willing to break, he's quite greedy. Expo starts to pay off now. He's going for the Moonwells to be able to follow HawK into upkeep. But one of the production buildings is still busy with the resistance skin. Levels though. 4 and 1 against 5 and 3. Again out leveled so hard. Yeah, he has to make it work somehow. No clap just yet. Mortar teams bring the damage. Wants to force the staff. No retro here. Priest has been sniped. Taunt being used. Staff out. This is the 70 supply. 3 mortars. Still a little bit in... Oh no, actually it's all on the battlefield now. Is there a Chimera transition again? No, right? He's just punishing him with Mountain Giants. But they take a lot of supply. Back to 7 on this patch. Take more damage from everything. HawK needs levels and power creeping. Oh, mistake with the lightning shield. Robe of the Magi. Sweet, but not level 3. And where to go from here? Foggy at this spot. Goes for the shop nicely. this keeper and entangle. Just entangle, right click, entangle, right click. HawK almost maxed out low upkeep.
Player's forces are under attack.
And he got level 3. Is it again the Warsong battle drums? Nope, claws this time. The trees. HawK is trying to run away from them, and it's actually working. Illusions on the mountain giants. Will HawK realize this? Keeper is coming back. Inventory, 1 heal scroll. And an in-roll. Okay. How much damage will HawK do without tier 3? He just reached tier 3. This is not a good time. And he knows he's TPing out. Has the gold to afford that. And now tier 3. I think this is the best position that HawK was in throughout the entire series. 80 supply. He never reached that. No chimeras yet, but it's coming. I was just waiting for the roost to come up. It is an excellent counter. HawK's losing 1 more. Upgrades here. 2 and 1 against 1 and 1. Inner fire, invisibility, and frag shards. Big investments. He's killing off a lot of workers because he still has the shredder to get the lumber income. Also is standing on 1,000 lumber. Despite all the upgrades, like 3-1 is coming. And frag shards. And the cast upgrades. And the biggest time for the keeper seems to be over until he reaches level 6. One heal scroll versus 3. No bash on the MK. Double Chimera Roost now. Chimera Roost, sorry.
A player's forces
And
are
more
under attack.
upgrades. Interesting, he goes for 1-2 before 2-1. Ooh, the frag shots are kicking in. There is no heal scroll yet. Oh, these strides are suffering so hard. Of course, a few casters are dying as well. Everything is interfired now. Foggy is not dancing with the dryads. That hurts. Of course, mortar teams sniped now. Immediately starting the reproduction with chimeras. But the riflemen are still up. Going for this alchemist. Staffs him out. No TP on this keeper though. Does he realize? Apparently not. He brings the mortar teams into a better position. Has a TP now to get away. Ouch! That was not the greatest Dryad micro that I've ever seen. HawK caught him off guard. Now going for the granite. It's still 73 supply. Chimera's coming. Attack upgrade coming. Can he hold on? Can he get this spot in time? Seems, yeah. Oh, yeah. Legion Doomhorn. Dream! More movement speed and more region. I feel like this is not gonna be a 4-0 today. But does Foggy see the does HawK see the chimeras coming? He dealt with them quite well on Northern Isles with only riflemen. Here he sees 4 heads dealing lightning damage. Whoa, mass wisp detonate, but there's still quite a bit of mana on these priests. He needs to be in range with the rifleman now. Needs to recast in a fire. He can't reach. The mountain giants create a barrier that he can't get through. Remember the game on Northern Isles, the first one? Chimeras were just melting. Okay, now the first one is dead. And the second one as... Whoa, well... HawK is still at 80. Needs one more hit. Archmage is coming in. Level 4 on the MK. Chimera's all gone. Big healing on this Mountain Giant. HawK in high upkeep. Killing the Engine of War soon. The big damage is gone. It's just a bunch of meat in Foggy's army. But no damage. And so much stuff for HawK. And so much damage as well. Dryads are well split now, but they're just dying one after another. Paladin has the Devotion Aura, of course. No Divine Shield. But it's time for the Mountain Giants to die. There's 21 supply about to die here. And guess what? Oh, the Alchemist. TP's home. But Floodgates open to kill the tree. 3 mortar teams. 3-2 on them. Like 80 average damage. And bonus damage versus Fortified. That calculated perfectly. He's just losing one unit after another. Close to level 6 AM. He's hoping for tranquility, but he's so far away. He has the mana for the spell. Deals with the Treants. And there's no way to heal these Mountain Giants back up. No freaking way. Expo dead. Now GG expanding in his face. Statement by HawK. And we are not giving this up 4-0. HawK about to die. And this game didn't win perfectly for him as well. But Foggy gave him the time to get to tier 3. And Mountain Giants lost a lot of value on this patch. As we saw, there was just no damage. When he needed it. And the big mistake in the upper right. Losing what? 6 Dryads? But that looked really scary for HawK at some points. At times it looked like a 4-0 for Foggy. With a strong keeper. With Footmen dying all over the place. But no, we take a little break and then we're back with game number 5. Twisted Meadows, it is still match points for Foggy, but HawK starts the comeback. See you in a bit. Game number 5. And that is still match points for Foggy. The Ukrainian can seal the deal right here on his first map choice of the day. The first one was a neutral one, was Northern Isles. And he won that as well as the games afterwards. Can HawK strike back again? Can he deflect the match points again? We certainly hope so, to get a few more games. Here is our match. Twisted Meadows it is. And Foggy has a very, very good starting position. Archmage first, Footman opening. Foggy is close to HawK's laboratory, where I still don't know if humans are creeping this on this patch or not. He lures out the creeps, so no boulder, I guess. Ooh, that was just in time, wasn't it? So Foggy is close to the mercenary camp, and that's the best thing that he could get. Having access to them early, we know Foggy loves this on Twisted to go for mass mercs.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the big... Oh, HawK steals it! That's a huge move! He was so close of denying this one as well. Dispels the tree and this Shadow Priest might die, but whatever. It's not going into Foggy's hands. That's the biggest thing. And the Engine of War is taking more hits. Water Elemental comes in. Wisps are in for Detonate. Shadow Priest still alive thus far. Archmage gets some experience already. Shadow Priest survives, actually. He's going for the Ancient once more. Oh, no. There is another Water Elemental. He's not detonating against it. Oh, only now attacking the Wisp. Well, there's too much repair. He has to summon the Water Elemental as soon as he can. Saves this Wisp into a Moonwell. Heavy pressure on Foggy. Second Water Elemental is up, though. And there's no repair anymore. Except the cannibalism that he gets from eating the trees. And Tangle is providing some decent damage, but oh my god, there's more repair. And the Archmage has to run away, isn't he? No! Engine of War falls once more. Great opening for HawK. He's retreating now. He couldn't prevent level 2. He couldn't prevent the big consumable, but he got the Engine of War once more. And he's tacking behind it. So with this mercenary camp up, it's not the worst thing to happen for Foggy.
A town is under siege.
He would love to get archers and maybe a Huntress transition. He can go into Shadow Priest Berserkers now. But that certainly crippled him. There was a lot of investment for HawK though. Only level 1.5. And if I think one footman kill. He needs levels now though. He needs levels ASAP. And he gets level 2. HawK is rushing tier 2. Foggy is following this up, but 1/3 behind him. Keeper has to go for mercenaries now. One Berserker. The Shadow Priest is still on Foggy's side. And he's getting more mana thanks to the Brilliant Aura now. Foggy is going for more mercs. HawK does maybe no, but can't interfere. Tower up in the back to prevent the Entangle harass. Greater mana now and double slippers. Ouch. Foggy again going for the Keeper, of course. 5th time in a row. HawK is going Laboratory. He really is rushing level 3. If this is working out. That would be fantastic. This is not a good human map anymore, guys. But HawK makes it work. Lion Horn and Tomb of Strength. Really, really bad. Well, maybe against the Alchemist, it's not actually that bad. But Footmen are hurt. Shop is up. 2 peasants dead already. And the Keeper is low, but the big mana. Everything's so hurt. What a timing by Foggy to go into this base. Tier 2 is done, but he can't get the Sanctum up. Double level 3 on the heroes. Big mana used. But he saves a bunch of the workers and scares the Keeper away. That could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot worse for HawK. Foggy counter with an expansion now. Huntress all up. Time for lores. Alchemist second for HawK. No Mountain King. Needs some healing. Oh, Acid Bomb it is though. Is that worth it? Alchemist second as well. Foggy, no deviation in this play. In terms of heroes. Timings and builds, yes, but not with the heroes. Ooh, Acid Bomb. Uses the big invul over it. Snipes this one. But this Keeper, once the invul is up, will be forced into a town portal most likely. But he gets so much stuff done. So many kills done. I think he denied it again. So seriously, not too much experience. But okay, double lore coming. Nature's Blessing, and the Expo. Foggy.
A player's force
This is his win
are under
condition.
attack.
He delayed the Sanctum by so much that there's not a big push coming. But we know what's coming, and that's another donation by Do here. 10 euros. Hey, just got my paycheck, so I thought to share some with you. You earned it. Keep up the great work with with 2 exclamation points. Thank you so much for it, man. You were very generous this weekend already. So much appreciated. What a game here already, man. Mass action on Twisted. Foggy is kind of feeding the AM and Alchemist. We got level 2. Oh, Sobi Mask. Nice. Really good mana regen now. But that's all time for the Expo. And it's coming fast. No sign of a counter expansion. Too easily cancelable. With a staff and treants.
A player's forces are under attack.
But no tier 3 yet. Only Dryads. We already have a bunch of Riflemen who should be able to deal with Dryads fairly quickly.
A town is under siege.
And upgrades. Keeper's levels. Only 3.5. Time to level the Alk, I guess. Again, the annoying, the pesky Keeper. HawK isn't that high on lumber. He can't really afford to lose much more mining time. And he's supply stuck as well. Has to run back now ASAP. Did not get the level 3 Alchemist here. Foggy is pushing into the base, not to kill the base, but to buy time for the Expo. Acid Bomb and Slow Poison. And Mercenary support. 50 supply for Foggy. We do have, of course, Militia support. We do have the shop support. But we lack the level 2 Acid Bomb. But he gets more kills. Tier 3 on the way. Expo's almost saturated. Whew, Lumber Mill only now. HawK has been caught in the open. Thank you, Raccoon87 for the Prime sub. HawK has to expand at some point. He can't push it. He's only at 400 gold, almost no lumber.
Forces are under attack.
As he goes into the second attack upgrade. Oh, the Dryads again! 2 of them dead.
A town is under siege.
Foggy has not too much love for his Dryads today. Just sacrifices them. Freeze the spell. Deals with the treants. But this is only buying time for Foggy. Should start with bears soon. All the bear games were very successful for Foggy. Another kill for HawK. Or is it? At least one. He's blocking his own Dryad. As if it was a little gift. But HawK is under the gun.
A player's forces are under attack.
The more time he gets... Oh, he found it. Double Engine of War as well. The Footman found it, so HawK knows. But what can he do now? I wonder if people are... Oh, it's Mountain Giants again. I wonder if people in the mTw office in Berlin are watching this now. Knocking on wood for their player. HawK is going into the base. No upgrades for the MGs. In Triple Engine of War. Is it Mountain Giant's glaives? Or was it just defense? Because I think he cancelled it. Mass repair, but Acid Bomb gets rid of most of it. Ooh, big Acid Bomb here as well. 3-3. No, Foggy's Acid Bomb is only level 1. But it's only 50 supply for HawK. Upgrades are coming in now. No hardened skin on the Mountain Giants. That took forever. Big Acid Bomb into the casters in the back. Moon Juice almost empty though. That's why he's using the Moonstone. Also to have a little bit more vision. Big detonates. Not hitting the casters in the back. HawK. Oh, he got the Archmage though. Shop gone. No more Mountain Giants. You need the shop for more Mountain Giants. And he only has 2. Q the third one. This damage still enough. MG's now in. Taunt being used. Second Engine of War falls as well. But that's only static defense at this point. Dryads come in from the back. There's no heal spray. Interesting. HawK is killing so much, man. Level 4 Archmage. It seems like he's just simply not losing anything of value. Yeah, Water Elemental's been dispelled and stuff. HawK completely ignores the Mountain Giants. But Foggy heals up his Dryad. That was big. Last heal spray. Last Water Elemental. Everything has been summoned. And that's why he has to TP out. The Orb of Venom, man. Woohoo! So much value here. Foggy is down to 4 Dryads, 3 MGs, but has the Expo in the back. Tier 3 by HawK, only 1/3. Last time he went to this desperate tier 3, he had an expansion to back this up. But not this time, no. There was so much Moon Juice. Instant reinforcements. And he had to fight 2 Engines of War. I don't know if that was the right call. Opening up the expansion now. Trying to get a level 4 Alchemist, but he's knocking on his door with big and heavy trees. This workshop. No chance for this workshop. So, Pendant of Energy. Nice. And level 4. Nice. But will that save him the game? Barracks falls. No way he can do anything against this. Foggy again buying more and more and more time. Up to almost 80 supply. Another Engine of War. More upgrades. Oh, the taunt. Oh, the taunt. Lets him walk into entangle range. Instant dispel. 2 more upgrades now. And the Devotion Aura. But this Alchemist heals himself, but not for much longer. Another entangle, another kill. And the Mountain Giants are finding the casters. And that's where they are doing damage. Usually you can ignore them. But not with siege sticks in their hands against unarmored. No way. Archmage entangled as well. TP possible. Walks out without it. But the taunt is keeping the rifles at bay. In range. The focus fire is so hard. Good healing from the priest, but the human army is all over the place. He's tickling these MGs. I don't know if they're staffs, actually. Where's Foggy's Alchemist? He's just not in the fight. Level 5 Keeper. He's in the main. Chillin'. 80 supply against 40. No counter expansion. But mortar teams are coming. Wait, there was one, but I think it's dead already thanks to Entangle. Once again, mana is empty. Alchemist only 60% back. Is this the nail in the coffin for the Russian? Yes, it is! We do have a winner in this show match. He's from the Ukraine. He slipped once, but all 3 games, or all 4 games, were very, very well played by Foggy. Pretty much smooth sailing, except Amazonia. But yeah, losing the Engine of War on Twisted was a big commitment, was hard, but he overcame that with Mercenaries. At times hard to watch, because Foggy is so good with the Keeper of the Grove. He bought himself so much time throughout the entire series. If he had an expansion up, he bought time for that. If there was an expansion for HawK, he like delayed it and killed workers all over the place to delay techs and more units. That was just very, very, very well played by Foggy and HawK. He tried a lot. Rushing rifles, fast expansions, tier 2 expansions. Except on Amazonia, that didn't work. Interesting that Foggy lost Amazonia, actually. But yeah, sacrificing 6 Dryads is quite a game breaker. So that was our first show match this week. We have 2 more. The first one is tomorrow. It's Psych vs. Death Note. I will stream it. I don't know if Remo is back by then, but I will be there at 4 CET. Also, Thursday, a very, very good show match. Happy vs. Lawliot. I can't wait to see that happen. That's on Thursday, also 4 CET. On Friday, I guess we have a day off. Maybe Remo is streaming some ladder before we go into the weekend with the Showmatch Cup on Saturday and Showmatch Cup finals on Sunday, as well as the first W3IL playday with Team Sweden versus UMAD, formerly known as the Wolves. It's raining bits on me for some reason. Thank you, Will, for the 300. I liked when HawK started to try and punish the Engine of War creeping at the end. Yeah, that was nice. And Keller Assel Nahui with 500 bits, much appreciated. And Buzz9 with a Prime sub. Of course, if you sub now, you get the replays of all these show matches, as well as access to the Discord channel with all the replays that we uploaded in the past few years. So it's gonna be fun. And it's a good bang for your buck, I guess, if you're into replays. That's it for today. I guess Scrubby starts streaming in a bit. I don't know, someone else is streaming. I will just rehost this in case you're late or just coming from work. So you can watch this best of 7 again. Foggy took the $40. HawK is not going home empty-handed. But yeah, quite an exclamation mark by Foggy. I expected this to be way closer. It wasn't like HawK didn't try anything, but Foggy had all the solutions with Keeper. And glad to see that. Glad to see Foggy in good shape. With that being said, we got a lot of support today, but we need more. We want to crack the 100,000 followers. So we need your likes and follows here on Twitch. Hit that button to get notified about our streams whenever we start some. If you missed some games, subscribe to our YouTube to get it into your sub box. And of course, if you want the latest news about the Warcraft competitive scene, join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's all /back2Warcraft. The links are in the stream description. You can also join our community at Discord, where it's basically like the old IRC days. Just a bunch of cool guys hanging out together, having a lulz. That is discord.back2warcraft.com, and that's where you get the replays as well if you're a sub. You can donate and help us financially via Streamlabs. That goes via PayPal, credit card, or cryptocurrency. You can also buy our merchandise. Shirts like this look better on Remo, but I think still a good one. Still a good design. Go grab that one. Also a mug. The mugs are really good at shop.back2warcraft.com. If you buy something at Amazon, I think Mother's Day is approaching or something, help us out by using our referral link. That goes for the German shop, the US shop, and the UK shop. Links are also in the stream description. That's it for today. Thank you very much. That's only the beginning of the week. It will get much, much, much better. Thanks for your support. You're a blessing. And I'm very grateful to have you as our viewers. With that being said, here are the Do Nuts goodbye routine. Have a nice evening.